I recently had my latest Buyee haul delivered to me, so let's unbox it together. I've been using Buyee for about 2 years now, and I have a small spending spree every 6 months or so, and it's actually changed how I think about collecting. While I collect merch and figures from all eras, I specifically focus my collection within the era of about 1999 to 2012. Yahoo Japan auctions and enquiries has been a great way to get great deals on a lot of older figures, 2 of which you'll see in this video. But first I had to fuel my Ensemble Stars addiction a bit with some N-Stars merch. I won this Rabbit's keychain and badge bundle for about £2.85 after fees, which is kind of crazy. I think buying stuff from Yahoo auctions shifted my perception of figure collecting and merch prices a little bit. For example, I went into Animetal a few weeks back and I was shocked when I ended up paying £25 for a broken trading figure of Maron Sensei and £35 for a Kaito Tenshi Twin Angel figure. The post-impulse purchase regret came in thick and fast when I realised I could have gotten that entire Kaito Tenshi Twin Angel figure set of 3 figures for £20 in box if I'd just looked on Buyee first. Back to the main subject though, most of these badges and keychains were in really good condition. I love these heart badges and I think I'll need to go back and buy some more when I can. They're super squishy and they look really good in each bag I put them in. I also got this simple Nazuna keychain, a Tomoya PVC keychain. I used to have a matching Mika one for this, but I don't know where it's gone. I do love the PVC keychains though, and I'd love to make some of my own someday. The Hajime one is pretty cute too. This is the only one with a small scuff mark on the back, but it doesn't really do any harm when it's going in each bag anyway. Hajime has grown on me a ton over the last year or so, and now they're in my top 5 favourite characters. And if I remember right, this Hajime badge is actually one of his middle school cards from when they snuck into the school and watched their performance. The Nazuna dog tag style keychain is another favourite of mine. It's my first piece of X-Valkyrie merch and I'd love to get my hands on some more. And also the glitter in this Nazuna badge is so sparkly, the camera doesn't do it much justice at all. I didn't quite realise how much Nazuna stuff was in this bundle, but now I'm looking at it while I'm doing the voiceover. There's no Mitsuru in this bundle, which is kind of a shame, so I actually do really like Mitsuru as well. The last piece of merch in this bundle is a Tomoya Star keychain, and I think, like the heart badges, I need to go back and grab some more of these, because I think these are really cute as well, and I'm a sucker for anything star shaped. The second piece of the haul is something kind of silly. I never really saw myself owning an Ensemble Stars bath towel, but here we are. At £6.29 after fees, I kinda couldn't resist it for the price. I'm a little confused though, as the listing said this was in bad condition, but it kinda looks like it's brand new, because all in the original packaging and everything. This towel features Mika's first 4-star card artwork along with his name, and it's way bigger than I thought and it's difficult to fit in the frame. I do not intend on using this as a bath towel though. For now it's kind of just living on my bed as a throw or a blanket of sorts. My cat loves it, he's been laying on it all the time. The Mika love doesn't end there though. I also picked up this 8th anniversary keychain plush for only £10.42 after fees. These are pretty expensive to buy in the UK, so I was surprised to get one this cheap on Yahoo auction. Like on Depop I see them for about 30, 40, even sometimes like £60. I know there's some characters who are very in demand and sell for a lot more, but I was really happy with the price I got this Mika at. I love all the attention to detail and the fabric print, and the little sparkly gem as well is a really nice touch. Plus the felt heart tag is a nice touch as well, and needless to say, this also went in my bag straight away. This one came in a ton of bubble wrap, but I kind of get why. This is a figure of Yui from Angel Beats. I'd never seen this particular figure for such a low price, so after some back and forth with another bidder, I managed to get this for $16.86, which isn't awful. I would have liked to have gotten it cheaper, but not too bad. However, this figure was listed as being in poor condition, and while the pictures looked okay, I was unsure of what to expect. The base has some minor sun damage, which is expected of figures of this age that have been on display, but the main reason this figure was listed as bad condition was the figure itself. Anyone who buys older figures knows that sometimes they can get sticky, and this Yui was pretty sticky. It was pretty sticky. Not so much her hair or her clothes, but mainly her skin. I know the connotation of a sticky anime figure does sound bad without context, but this is actually something pretty common with older figures, and it has something to do with the plastic and how it deteriorates over time under certain conditions. Luckily there are solutions for this, and I have since washed her a few times to try and get the stickiness out. It is working, but I think I need to use something a little stronger. Any recommendations on this are really appreciated though. I'm still a beginner when it comes to this sort of stuff with anime figures and restoring old figurines. But for now, I put her back in a bubble wrap to stop any sort of dust from sticking to her or anything. Now this is what I was most excited about in the entire haul, which is why I saved it till last. This is a figure I found on a random image site one day, and I've been checking Yahoo Auction and Mercari every single day for about the last 6 to 8 months waiting for it to show up. This figure is from 2006 and it is from a character flash animation made in 2002 called Yukido. Yeah, it's based on a flash animation, an online flash animation, which is kind of wild for like 2000 something or whatever. I think it was 2002. I wasn't even sure where this figure was from until I asked my friends to help me out, and we found it on the Internet Archive. PSA, it's really good. It's a really good flash animation. I really enjoyed it, so I was even more excited to get this figure in the post. I am going to assume this figure is pretty rare. While rarity isn't my main concern in my collection, I'm now one of about 30 or so people in my figure collection who claim to own this figure, which is a fact I'm pretty proud of. And after fees, this figure only cost me $13.55, which is a pretty good price for a figure this old, and as you'll see, in this great of a condition. Considering the fact that it's nearly 20 years old, I was actually really concerned about the condition it would be in when it arrived. However, it's pretty much in almost perfect condition. Maybe it's been in the box, maybe because it's been in the box the whole time and hasn't been on display. I'm not really sure, but there was no aging of the figure itself or any sun damage on the pieces. It's almost kind of like it's been sat in a warehouse for the better part of like a decade and a half, and now they've just decided to sell it. I don't know. But the figure was also way larger than I expected. I thought it would be about half the size, or maybe 2/3 of the size of this, considering the actual pictures I've seen of it. But the entire scene and the figure itself are actually pretty big, and it's really great. Just the whole detail that they're like sitting on the ledge and the little weapon, and basically, I know it's a really simple figure, but it really works. It really works well to have this figure be so simple. At the end of the day, I'm really happy to own this figure after like 6 months of looking for it, and it feels like part of my collection is complete. But now, my next goal is to try and get this Shodo Ripple figure. I have been trying to get this for months. I've lost out on it about 2 times already. I want this figure so bad. Please, somewhere out there. One day I'll get it, one day. But that was everything I bought this time. This was my best haul yet, as I was able to pick up so much stuff from my wish list. I'd love to do another haul like this soon, but I think Buyee would have to sponsor me for something like that to happen. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm trying out a lot of different stuff right now, and I'm hoping some of it sticks. Have a good rest of your day, everyone, and goodbye.